In winter, a tower crane starts making many new sounds. At first, this can be unsettling. But once you understand how the physical properties of materials change, everything begins to make sense. Steel, lubrication, electronics. Each of them reacts to low temperatures in its own way. And if you don't take this into account, loads are distributed differently than in warm conditions. In cold weather, a crane behaves differently. This is not something you see in numbers, but something you feel in the machine's response. Movements become sharper. New sounds appear, even with the same loads as in summer. This happens because in low temperatures, steel becomes less elastic, and the system as a whole absorbs energy less effectively. According to basic physics, energy does not disappear. If it is not absorbed by elasticity or damping, it transfers directly into the structure. The mass does not change. The behavior of the entire system does. Before entering the cabin, I always inspect the crane from the ground and from all accessible levels, especially after temperature swings. When there was wet snow during the day and freezing temperatures at night, I pay attention to connecting bolts, the hoisting drum, guide rollers, exposed mechanisms, and the condition of the wire rope. Ice can build up unevenly, sometimes only on one side of the drum. This causes pulsations, vibrations, and uneven load on the wire rope. I have already experienced a situation where ice froze to the drum overnight and would not release after startup. In that case, the service team had to lift a gas burner up and heat the ice directly on site. After startup, I let the crane run for a few minutes without load, while I unpack my personal items in the cabin. The goal is not to warm up the steel. That is impossible. The purpose is to stabilize the systems. Electronics, sensors, displays, and drives. In cold conditions, delays in response, sensor errors, or incorrect display behavior can occur, especially without heating in the cabin and electrical cabinets. The first movement is the most important. In winter, the wire rope can freeze to the drum. If the first movement is downward, the wire rope can spool unevenly or leave its correct layering. This creates additional mechanical stress and problems that are expensive to fix later. That is why the first movement is always upward. A small one, 2 to 3 meters. This is enough to separate the wire rope from the frozen drum and observe how it behaves. After the first lift, I perform short, smooth test movements without jerks. A gentle up and down motion, and a slow trolley movement forward and backward. This helps to shake snow and ice off the jib, feel resistance, hear unusual sounds, and detect vibrations. In cold weather, small problems are felt more clearly, so it is better to identify them immediately. Loads are a separate topic. In winter, loads can be frozen to the ground, concrete or supports. Lifting such loads is prohibited. Shock forces are not compensated and are transferred directly into the crane. This is not a matter of caution. This is a matter of physics. Working in winter is not about fear and not about heroics. It is about understanding physics, materials, and how machinery behaves in different conditions. That is why cold start procedures and the correct first movement really matter. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe and see you soon.